What do I think about Trick Daddy saying that he's not African American? How do I feel about it? Well, to each in their own. I mean, we are a product of African descent, but our situation is American based, but it's all over Europe. It's all over different parts. When you do your DNA research, I mean, obviously you have West Indian African, you have the traces back. But I think that when the powers that be want to put terms out, that's how it is. Now, let's keep it 100. There are African people who don't care for Black Americans. You know, they don't understand, a lot of them don't understand the struggle our struggle is the same. It's just that the manipulation has been done to indoctrinate some people to think that somehow it's been better, even though and we're always considered a no culture, no this and no that. But how is that in exactly? Because we're living through his story and we have to explore our story. That's a whole nother tangible. And there are people in America, black for black, who don't get along. That's why black on black resentment is so strong. It's not even talking about crime and statistics. It's just talking about fundamentally because the plantation mindset has always been it. You know, when you hear cats talking about, oh, light skin is in or dark skin is in, that out to Hollywood, and I hear cats professionally saying this thing, it shows me the plantation has done a number on the heads. And that travels all over in different places if you go and venture. It's really like that. Because I'm going to tell you something. If black love was strong, you wouldn't have to ask for reparations. Couldn't wait to pay you to leave and to have your own place. Believe that. But when we get to titles in America, you never called an American. Because if they were to truly call you an American, you wouldn't have Black History Month. You'd have it every day. You'd have it in a way that you were seen as important, but you're not. You're not. So you get titles, and they are part of your heritage, but you get titles because it's everything to say that, yeah, you here, but you're a half. You're not a whole. That starts with the Constitution. That starts with the founding forefathers. That starts with the presidency, Supreme Court, government, etc., etc. And then they wonder why I say, well, why don't you come up with reparations? And then you have to ask yourself, well, we got these slave code Social Security. So how much American are we? I mean, can you not pay us off to just, could you not pay us? Would you like to give some money? I mean, really, think about it. Think about it. If you're always seen as half and you have to fill out a census chart to say that you're this or you're that, so what are you exactly? And why you got to do that if you are born and bred in the States? It's so many questions and underlinings. But Trick Daddy's point is saying where he was born in Florida, where he from. And I've heard a lot of black folks say that. My grandmother on my mother's side actually has said that. She says, I'm not no African. I'm not that and don't identify with that term. And there are some black folks who will find it offensive. Some would say the Indonesians say they are the Native Americans. There's truth to that. Our blood is everywhere. Start of civilization. Africa is a start of civilization. And it is part of us. I'm not going to deny it. Now, I'm not going to take the term down because it's a hyphenated of America because it's never been fully accepted neither way. Actually, it makes sense in one regard. Never have been accepted either way. It's not like you go to Africa and you can get free passport to go back home because you got to find home. And you're not 100% ever free in America because you've never been accepted. So you've had two countries of one soul that's tried to make you whole. What does it mean? Yeah, I said it. Two countries, neither one have been home. Lost soul. What does it mean? And so when you take it from that, I think it gets deeper than that. But I understand what Trick Daddy's saying. I understand that you identify with this, but when you say you identify with this still hasn't identified you. And when you say you identify with it, it still asks you what's your race on these applications because they don't see you as an American. They see you black or African or something from something, but they don't see you as a whole because if they did, they wouldn't have Black History Month. If they did, they wouldn't single you out and they wouldn't have had to tell you that only in 1964 with civil rights and then you vote in 65 and then who you could marry interracially if you want to in 1967 or legalize busing and separate water fountains in Jim Crow, and to make everything, even for entertainment, be it playing quarterback in football, where they just started having more black quarterbacks, or in the movie business when they can have the Oscars and they can have So White as hashtag, and when they want to give you a nomination or how they want to give you these awards. And people are going to throw the music industry and all that at me, and I'm going to say this. They still call you R&B. They still call you Black Awards, hip hop. They still load you together. Pop is still centered the central light. So make it make sense, because you're still seen in titles and you're still seen with hyphen. You're not seen as whole. You're a hyphen. Whole and hyphen both have H in them, but they mean two different things. But I understand what Trick Daddy's saying. But until we ever come to that day, we're always a hyphen in America or in the world, because there's never been a whole either way. And that's part of the lost soul and the lost tribe. One day it'll make sense. Hopefully. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay true, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.